There are moments when a small action speaks volumes about the weight of a person's character. And today, that name is being spoken again. Not on a concert stage, not on a music chart, but in the heart of a community in need of protection and care. Taylor Swift. So, what is really happening here? Why has a quiet donation in Kansas City suddenly captured the attention of American media and social platforms alike? And why does this moment matter far more than the dollar amount being mentioned? On December 30, 2025, Taylor Swift confirmed a donation to Operation Breakthrough, a Kansas City-based charity that provides a safe, loving, and educational environment for more than 750 children growing up in poverty. There was no grand press conference, no spotlight, just a simple thank you post shared by the organization on Instagram. And yet, it is precisely that simplicity that gives the moment its weight. Since entering the life of Kansas City as the partner and now fiancé of Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift has been more than a familiar face in stadium stands. She has become present in real-life stories, STEM classrooms, full meals for struggling families, and even the quiet battles with heart disease within her own family. This is not just a story about a superstar giving to charity. It is a story about how soft power, compassion, and social responsibility intersect in the age of attention. And in the next part, we'll take a deeper look at why these actions are creating an impact that reaches far beyond their financial value. If you have your own thoughts about the responsibility of public figures toward their communities, hold on to them, because this story still has much more to reveal. To understand why this latest donation from Taylor Swift has resonated so strongly, we need to take a closer look at where she chose to place her trust: Operation Breakthrough. This is not an ordinary charity. For years, it has served as a lifeline for hundreds of families in Kansas City, offering safe learning environments for children living in poverty while supporting parents through education, emergency aid, and advocacy. In other words, they don't just help children survive, they give entire families a chance to change their future. When Taylor Swift chose to support this organization, it was a values-driven decision, not an image-driven one. She didn't step forward with lengthy speeches, she didn't turn kindness into a personal campaign. Instead, she let the organization speak for itself. And Operation Breakthrough responded with a heartfelt message of gratitude, highlighting her support for creativity, education, and opportunity, the three pillars that shape a child's future. What's especially notable is that Taylor Swift's connection to Kansas City is no longer symbolic, it has become tangible. Travis Kelce, through his 87 and Revin Foundation, had already been working with Operation Breakthrough, funding the Ignition Lab, a STEM education program for teens aged 14 to 18. When these two paths converge, they create something rare, a model where music, sports, and social education come together in service of the next generation. But Operation Breakthrough is only one piece of a much larger picture of how Taylor Swift uses her influence. Not long before this, she donated $1 million to the American Heart Association in honor of her father, Scott Swift, who underwent heart surgery earlier this year. This was a deeply human moment, when a global icon chose not to talk about heart disease through statistics, but through her own family's experience. Nancy Brown, CEO of the American Heart Association, described the donation as a generosity that will create lasting change far beyond its financial value. And that assessment is well-grounded. Nearly half of American adults face the risk of cardiovascular disease. By attaching her name to this issue, Taylor Swift didn't just contribute money, she brought millions of eyes to a danger that is often overlooked. This is the power of ripple effects, where personal emotion becomes public awareness. And she didn't stop there. Taylor Swift went on to donate another $1 million to Feeding America, an organization supporting families facing food insecurity across the United States. During the holiday season, when full tables symbolize togetherness, for many families that image remains out of reach. Claire Bobbineau-Fontenot, CEO of Feeding America, called the gift a powerful reminder of what's possible when we come together to end hunger. Here, one point stands out. Taylor Swift did not tie her name to just one cause. Instead, she spread her support across multiple fronts: children in poverty, STEM education, heart health, and food security. This reflects a systematic approach to social responsibility, much like building a bridge that requires more than one pillar to truly stand strong. In an era when acts of kindness are often questioned as PR strategies, Taylor Swift's approach carries a different tone. Fewer words, more action. Less spectacle, greater impact. And that is precisely why the public trusts it, not because she's a megastar, but because she behaves like a citizen deeply aware of the community she inhabits. The question now is no longer how much money Taylor Swift has donated. The real question is whether these consistent actions are setting a new standard for how public figures engage with social issues. And in the final part, we'll reflect on the deeper message behind this series of choices, a message not just for fans, but for all of us. Looking back at the entire story, what lingers isn't the million-dollar figures, nor the long list of organizations receiving support. What matters more is how Taylor Swift chooses to show up in American social life, quietly, consistently, and with depth. From small classrooms at Operation Breakthrough in Kansas City to hospital rooms where her father fought heart disease, to dinner tables still empty in millions of American homes, all of these moments are connected by a single thread: empathy. Taylor Swift doesn't tell the public to follow her example. She doesn't turn kindness into a moral lecture. She simply acts and allows those actions to speak for themselves. In a world where attention is often consumed by noise and controversy, the way she invests her influence feels restorative. It reminds us that real impact isn't measured by how visible you are, but by how many lives are changed behind the scenes. Perhaps that's why this story resonates more deeply than a chart-topping hit, because each of us has a community to care about, an issue we can no longer ignore, and a choice between silence and action. Taylor Swift chose the latter. Not perfectly, not loudly, but consistently. And the final question for you is this: if each of us had just a little more influence, even a small amount, how would we choose to use it? If today's story resonated with you, leave a comment with the video's keyword and share your perspective. And if you want to continue following stories that invite reflection like this one, don't forget to subscribe, not just to a channel, but to the values quietly shaping the world around us.